so this is going to be take 2 with the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. This is the color Chai that I tried on previously. I did go and get a sample of the Chestnut, which I also thought as of yesterday was my actual color. I think the Chai was a little bit too deep for me, too orangey, especially when I washed it off last night. It came off like really orange in the sink. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and swatch the Chestnut. Sample is kind of overflowing. So I'm going to swatch it down here on my chest. This is the Sigma Foundation F60 brush. That is a lot. Probably should not have used so much. But anyway, so that is the Chestnut color. And as you recall, I had swatched the Chai yesterday on my chest. We'll just see how this blends out. And I'm going to put some on my face as well, so you can see what it looks like. So that is Chestnut. I'm also going to go outside so you can see what this looks like in natural daylight. It is 4th of July, and it is about 1:15 p.m. So I'm probably going to keep these on for a few hours just so I can see the difference. So I'm going to swatch the Chai on this side. Just going to put a bit of that on my Face Blender brush, the number 134 Sephora, so you can see the difference. Probably should put a bit more since I have so much Chestnut on the other side of my chest. And I'm going to put the Chai on this side of my face. I've got multiple mirrors going. There's one behind this camera as well as one down below. So I feel like the Chestnut looks a little too light, while the Chai looks better to me now. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and do Chestnut on this side of my face. And I'm going to go ahead and do it with this foundation brush. And I'll be finishing it off with the Beauty Blender. I feel like this is a lot of foundation, but I'm using the sample cup, so I can't really tell how much it would be if I was to pump it out. But we're going to work with it. So this is my purple Beauty Blender. And the gentleman that was helping me in the store also felt like Chestnut was probably better for me. He also tested out maple, which I thought made me look a bit ghostly. So I did not get a sample of the maple. So that is a Chestnut side. And you can see it's also down on my chest. You can see it a little more so than you can see. Actually, maybe not. I can see the Chai versus the Chestnut down on my chest. So this is me straight on, just the swatch of the Chai here. And then this is the Chestnut color. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do Chestnut on the right side. I mean, not Chestnut, excuse me, Chai on the right side. I know this is the color I tried yesterday, and I have a video of that, of me trying the Chestnut, which I had on yesterday, in addition to the Mahogany, as well as this color Chai. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off as well with my Beauty Blender. To dampen that a little bit. Paper towel. So I had used the Beauty Blender yesterday for the Chai. This same Beauty Blender, so it's the same foundation color. I did not bother to clean it last night. Probably should have, but I did not. So there's the chai down on my chest as well as on my right side. So we have chestnut and chai. Alright, so I am back doing some outdoor footage. So this is the chai side. I tried this color yesterday. This is one of the colors that Aina created. So this is the chestnut side, and it's also on my chest. Let's see, stand up so you can see that. So that is the chai, and this is the chestnut. And of course, same on my face, chestnut and the chai. I don't know. I'm gonna do a full face of the chestnut and see what it looks like. But I feel like they both can work. You guys are gonna have to let me know. Alright, so I'm gonna go and do a full face with the chestnut. One sec. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my foundation brush to put this on my face, and then I'm gonna blend it out with the Beauty Blender. I don't think you need a lot of this foundation. I found that one pump worked for me, and that was medium coverage. If you're looking for full coverage, you might want to do 1.5 pumps or maybe 2, but I found that one pump was sufficient for me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and blend out the chestnut. I'm just going to do the foundation and lip gloss like I did yesterday, the Fenty, so we can compare evenly using the same makeup products with no concealer, just a little bit of foundation and gloss. Alright. So that is the chestnut. So I'll go ahead and do some video outside as well so you can see what it looks like completed. And it is, what time is it? It's 1:32. So I'll probably keep this chestnut on for a few hours. And I didn't notice when I had it on previously, it didn't change colors or anything. I only had it on for like 2 hours when I initially tried it, and it didn't oxidize to change to any weird color or anything like that. It didn't get orange or gray or anything on me. So I'm gonna do some video outside and I will be right back. So I am back and I have on a full face of chestnut. It is 1:43. And I'm going to keep this on for the rest of the day, and you guys will let me know what you think with respect to the chai versus my full face of chestnut now that I have on. I feel like the chai made me look a little bit more kind of glam, while the chestnut just kind of looks regular. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad, but kind of looks like I don't really have on makeup. And of course I did add my Fenty Gloss Bomb. Alright, so let me know what you think. This is chestnut. Hey, just coming back to check in. It is 5:51, and I do have to say I really like this chestnut foundation. I like it over the chai. So I did add some blush. This is the MAC Pinch Me blush, and I did touch up my lip gloss, but I haven't done anything else to this foundation, and I am going to be replacing the chai that I purchased yesterday with the chestnut. And another foundation that I wear, I've been probably wearing it for about 2 years, maybe longer, is the Shinto 6, and it reminds me, as far as the color, reminds me very much of the Shinto 6. And I'm going to probably use them interchangeably going forward. They're the closest match foundations that I've found for me thus far, and as you can see from my videos, I've tried a lot of foundations. So let me know what you think. This is the Chestnut Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I do like it. Feel free to ask questions. Thanks. Okay, so this is my final check-in with the Too Faced Chestnut foundation, and it is 8:43 p.m. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of bright on my phone. But yeah, I've had this foundation on since around 1:45. And it has held up really well. I'm going to add some flash photos. And yeah, I'm going to be replacing the chai with the chestnut. So hope you guys agree. But I do think that the chestnut fits me better than the chai. Feel free to ask questions. Thanks.